All right, everybody, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Always ready to dig into some interesting data.
Well, today we're looking at the National Stock Exchange of India. And let me tell you, things are getting seriously interesting over there.
Oh, yeah. What's caught your eye this time?
So get this, the NSE just crossed 200 million client accounts. That's 20 crore.
Wow, that's a massive number.
Yeah. And even crazier, they added like 30 million of those accounts in the last 8 months alone. Things are moving fast. We're talking surging investor confidence, mobile trading going through the roof. Yeah, all that good stuff.
Sounds like there's a lot to unpack there.
Oh, absolutely. So let's start with the big picture, right? 200 million accounts. What's the big deal?
I mean, you said it yourself, it's a huge number, but it's more than just that. Think about it. That represents a huge chunk of India's population actively participating in the stock market.
So it's not just about the money. It's about more people getting involved.
Exactly. It's a sign of a real cultural shift. More and more Indians are seeing investing as a way to build their wealth and participate in India's growth story.
I see, I see. Okay, so the source mentioned this growth happened pretty darn fast. 30 million new accounts in just 8 months. What's driving that kind of boom?
Well, a lot of it comes down to investor confidence. People are feeling optimistic about the future of the Indian economy.
That makes sense. When things are looking up, people are more willing to invest.
hmm
But what's making them so optimistic specifically?
Well, India's been showing some really positive economic indicators. You've got
Yeah.
steady GDP growth, inflation is under control,
Right, right.
and the government's been pushing through these reforms that are making it easier to do business in India. All that together creates this sense of stability. It makes people feel more comfortable about putting their money in the market.
Makes sense. And, it's not just feeling good about the economy, right? Our source mentioned that mobile trading apps are making it super easy for people to invest.
Oh, yeah, that's huge. Technology is a real game changer here. Think about it. Now, anyone with a smartphone can basically invest from anywhere, anytime. It's like ordering takeout, super easy, super convenient.
So no more stuffy brokers' offices or complicated paperwork.
Nope, not necessarily. These apps have really broken down those barriers to entry, which is great for everyone, but especially younger generations. It's a lot less intimidating to download an app than it is to walk into some fancy financial institution.
Definitely. And on top of that, it seems like the government has really been pushing to make things easier too.
Oh, absolutely. They've been rolling out all kinds of initiatives like promoting digital access so more people can get online, simplifying those KYC processes.
Hold on. I got to interrupt you there.
Yeah.
I know we should probably know this, but I think some of our listeners might be wondering too, what exactly is KYC?
Ah, good point. KYC stands for Know Your Customer. It's basically a process they use worldwide in finance to verify the identity of clients and make sure everything's above board.
So it's like a security check to prevent, any funny business.
Exactly. And the Indian government has made a real effort to make it simpler and faster, which, encourages more people to open those accounts.
So it's not just a feeling, right? They're actually making it easier for people to get involved. I
Yeah.
like that. And the source also talks about something called positive market sentiment. What's that all about?
So, positive market sentiment, it's kind of like a general feeling of optimism. When the market's performing well and people are feeling good about it, they're more likely to invest, right?
Right. Yeah.
And that, in turn, drives the market even higher, creating the cycle of positive sentiment.
It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we know this is happening all over India, but our source specifically mentions Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, and Gujarat as the top states for new accounts. Anything special about these states?
Oh, definitely. These are some of the most populous and economically active states in the whole country. They have larger urban populations, which usually means higher tech adoption, more awareness of financial opportunities, that kind of thing.
So it makes sense that they'd be leading the pack.
Absolutely.
All right. So all this brings us back to that quote from the NSE's Chief Business Development Officer. He called this a sign of India's evolving financial landscape. And, thinking about everything we've talked about, it feels like more than just, a bunch of numbers going up.
Oh, for sure. It really does feel like we're witnessing a significant change in how Indians think about and manage their money.
So we've got rising investor confidence, this boom in mobile trading, government initiatives. It's all coming together.
Exactly. And it's driving this push towards greater financial literacy and inclusion. It's a pretty powerful combination.
Powerful and potentially really transformative.
Mhm.
It makes you wonder, what could this mean for India's economy in the long run?
It's an interesting question. It really could reshape India's economic trajectory.
Exactly. And I think that's a great place to leave our listeners today with a question to ponder. So, 200 million accounts and counting. It's a pretty incredible story, right? But what does it mean for you? How could this evolving financial landscape impact your personal financial decisions? There's a lot to think about. Until next time, folks.
Happy investing!